Welcome back to Untrained Experts, episode number 25.
What's up, what's up?
Not much, bruh. What you up to?
Not a dang thing. Been chilling all day, Left work last night, so.
Yeah.
Actually got a little bit of sleep last night. I'm feeling okay today.
I hear that, man. I came home.
It's nice to sleep at a normal time.
Yeah. Oh, it really is. And then you get that little feeling like you're in high school again, like you're skipping school or something. You get that little, like, I should be at work. You get that little weird kind of,
I
what I
feel
mean?
like I want to be in trouble.
Yeah.
But then again, everybody at our job leaves all the time, so.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Yeah, no reason.
As long as you got the money and you can miss.
Oh, snap. I'm actually a personal trainer now, officially.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna ask if you want to say something about that. That's dope, dude.
I am personal training here at Sportsplex in Texarkana. Anybody that listens knows about that. Come check me out.
Yeah.
For some personal training, that'd be dope. It's kind of fun so far, man. Kind of just trying to have fun with it.
Really?
But yeah, I don't know. It'd be so dope.
Have you worked up there much?
Yeah, I've just been calling people, trying to get people to come in and do tours, and just trying to bring back people who are either already members or who have at least came and checked out the place and trying to bring them back in.
Do they give you like a list?
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of people that they've written down names and numbers of people so you can contact them. But I don't know. It'd be so dope if that was like my full-time career. I think that'd be, if I could make enough money for it to be full-time, that would be sick. Like,
that'd be dope.
I'm going to apply for that job you sent me. That full-time
Did you ever
position.
look into where that's at?
I didn't go deep into it. I'm going to do that tonight probably, but...
Because I've never heard of the name of the place before, but
it's not like an actual gym, I don't think, but it's like a...
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's like an
actual...
actual... Well, it's like maybe like a contract-type personal training. Like,
oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm going to look into it, though, because that would be dope. They had full benefits and everything. Yeah.
And good pay, too.
$20, $30 an hour?
Yeah.
Can't really ask for much more than that.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That's
what doing something you like anyway.
That's what I'm saying. That's something I would enjoy is being a personal trainer full time. But we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, if y'all got any friends or family that need to lose some weight or just need to get in shape, hit them up.
Come holler at me. I'll talk to you, give you a little tour of the place, let you check it out.
Man, dude, we got a new little, I don't know what to call it, backdrop for the studio here.
Yes.
I had my little cousin
talk about that.
Yeah, I had my cousin make it for us. She did a really good job too, man. The letters and everything. She just freehand paints this stuff.
It makes me want to start painting more.
Yeah.
Like,
she's really good, man.
I've always had like a love for art.
Yeah.
Like seeing stuff like that, even though it's just so simple, it's like that takes a lot of skill.
She makes stuff for Maddox all the time, like especially like for his birthday or something. She'll make him like something to hang on his wall.
Yeah,
it's
like
always that superhero,
or something.
Superhero related or something. But she's done some really cool ones. Goofy kids.
Yells in the background. I love it.
Yeah, so I had her make this since we moved the TV from up there. I wanted something to put back there, and they have I bought this canvas at Hobby Lobby. It's like the perfect size to fit in the corner right there.
Dope. We're gonna post a picture on our Instagram if anybody out there wants to check it out. But it's a super dope painting we have with our logo on it, and especially when we start doing streams and video in our podcast, it's gonna look really nice.
Yeah,
go really well with the little studio setup we have here, so it'll be dope.
I'm gonna be moving pretty soon. I'm looking for a house right now, but
it's going wherever we're going.
Yeah, I'm gonna set it up pretty much the same way whenever we get settled in somewhere else. I'm trying to find something right now that's gonna have the space that I want.
That extra room or whatever it may be.
Yeah, either an office or an extra room or just something so we have the space to still have a good area to do this.
That's understandable.
Yeah, I'm trying to be picky about it because I want to find something. I don't want to keep moving. I've only been here a year, but my landlord's wanting to sell this house, so
you ain't really got much choice.
Yeah,
it'd be that way, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's part of the rent life, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. It's man, we got plenty to talk about, huh?
Yeah, we got a lot.
Lots of UFC, some good boxing stuff, a lot of stuff to catch up on.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a cool Mount Rushmore today. Hopefully, y'all enjoy that. But guess we can jump into Fight Night 158.
Yeah, Fight Night 158.
Was this past weekend?
Pretty good card, man. There's a lot of good fights on there.
I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I watched most of the fights on it, but not all of them.
Yeah.
I thought it was...
I missed bits and pieces here and there because I was working, so when I had to go behind my machine to do something, I'd miss a little bit, but I was listening to almost the whole thing.
But dude, this was a really good card. I mean, for the most part, it was really entertaining. Misha Cirkunov.
Yep.
And Jim Crute.
Yep, submitted Jim Crute in the first round with Peruvian necktie. That's Cruz's first loss in the UFC. Or first loss, he was 10-0, I think, going in.
His first loss ever.
Yeah, I think this is his first loss. He came off
the. Misha Cirkunov is talented.
Yeah, he really is.
Like that dude.
And the way he got that submission was really impressive because he was actually he was mounted, like he was getting beat on a little bit, and he was like blocking punches and stuff, but Jim Crute was still landing a lot, and he swept him, but just with his arms, he like he was going to pick him up and flipped him over. It was crazy. You'd have to see it to understand it, but like because he's on his back, he's doing it from his back, and he reaches up and gets under one leg and lifts his leg up, and then grabs his other ankle and like rolls him over.
People don't realize how much, like, first of all, strength that takes, dude. Like when you're on the ground,
yeah, they're big dudes.
Down. Yeah, they're very big. That's wild.
Yeah,
I can watch some clips of that. That was crazy how he turned that around like that.
Yeah, and then he got that Peruvian necktie, which is a really impressive submission anyway.
Yeah, it's not something you see every day.
It looks similar to a guillotine, but he's got his arms going underneath his legs, and he's got your head behind him. And I mean, he's basically pulling your neck toward him, and your head is up against, your head is up against his ass.
It's hard. Like once you're in that,
it's crazy.
Yeah, good luck getting out of that one.
So there's nowhere for you to go. I mean, you can't. You're literally being pulled into his legs from behind. You know?
There was literally nothing. There was nothing Jim Crute could do in that situation.
It was tight too. It was pretty quick tap once he got it.
Yeah, first round.
Yep.
You don't see too many first round submissions. It doesn't happen that often.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You get a knockout if it's a first round finish, but
Misha Cirkunov has a lot, but he's one of the few that have like a lot of first round submissions.
He's good on the ground.
He's got a lot of first round submissions.
Yeah, he's not somebody you really want to go at it with.
Yeah,
if he gets on the ground with you, it's not gonna be fun.
Yeah, I don't know how old he is. He looks like he's 40. For real, he may not. He may be in his 30s.
All the fighters who look 40 are like 25.
I know.
All the fighters who look 25 are like 40.
I know.
It's a coincidence.
Yeah, he definitely looks a little older though. I don't know. He may probably in his 30s, I'd imagine, but he's still doing the damn thing, man.
That's awesome.
Then Uriah Hall, Antonio Carlos Jr.
at one point.
Yeah. Want to be a split decision. That was a good back and forth fight. It was entertaining.
Antonio Jr. is he's not bad.
No, they're both good. I mean, they have similar records. You know, they're both like only a couple losses.
Yeah, and Uriah Hall's still got a good future in the UFC if he wants it. He's still got a long future ahead of him if he wants it as well, and a lot of talent. And I think he's still got a lot he can learn. You know what I mean? There was a lot of hype behind him at one point just because of some knockouts he had, you know. But I think he still has a really promising career ahead of him.
Yeah, I think so.
That was a good fight too. A split decision.
Yeah, and then Michel Pereira.
I don't know if y'all seen this guy, but y'all need to go look up some of his stuff on YouTube if you haven't seen it.
Dude's insane, man. He's very super athletic. Yeah, I mean he can like do a standing backflip with no effort, really.
But he literally does the craziest stuff in the octagon.
Yeah,
he does backflips.
Even their weigh-ins, he did a backflip off of the scale, and then was like doing some weird handspring shit right there on the stage. It was weird, but so he missed weight going into this fight by 2 pounds. He weighed in at 172. Probably walked in the cage at close to 200. Like he was huge, way bigger than the guy he's fighting. And so he's fighting a guy named Tristan Conley.
It's like he's on roids.
Yeah.
He's shredded.
He's fighting a guy named Tristan Conley who has a really good record.
Tristan Conley is underrated.
Only a few losses. He's been grinding for like 9 years as a pro.
That was a real short notice too.
Yeah, it was less than a week notice. Tristan Conley gets his fight, and he's coming up from 155. He's a lightweight. He's coming up to 170.
That's tough anyway.
To fight this guy who's heavier than him, who missed weight. So Michel Pereira comes in. It's like a 6-minute walkout. He's like dancing, doing this whole choreographed dance thing all the way to the octagon.
It's crazy stuff.
And then he flips all around for the whole, first couple rounds of the fight or whatever, just doing all these crazy Superman punches and jumping off the cage and flips and backflip mid-fight
even
and shit.
Anthony Pettis posted like a video of him jumping around the cage and like said something funny about
it. Really?
Yeah.
I never saw that.
Yeah, you have to go look at his Instagram, but he posted something funny about it.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
But so he does all this crazy shit and then gasses out and gets tired, and then Tristan Conley beats him by decision. Let's see how that went. And unanimous decision at that. Like they were like, nah, it wasn't really close.
Well, that's the thing. Tristan Conley stuck him a few times.
Yeah.
And I mean, there was a couple times where
At the beginning, I feel like
Michael,
Michelle was landing a lot, and he was doing this crazy shit, and Tristan Connolly was like, I gotta get out of the way, you know. So you see some of the clips, you see him kind of like running back and trying to move out of the way.
yeah, well, I mean, in a couple of those flying knees he was throwing, almost looked like they were connecting. You know, Tristan Connolly just happened to get out of the way.
Yeah.
You know, and Tristan, like I said, Tristan Connolly is super underrated. That was a good fight, though. I mean, for the most part. I mean, you know, that Michelle with all the antics and stuff, like Tristan Connolly said after the fight, he was like, I think the dude gassed out before the fight was even like close. Didn't really give himself a chance.
Yeah, he really didn't. I mean, all that shit's cool if you win.
It's cool if you win, or if you know you're gonna knock somebody out.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I think his last fight.
Stupid,
He did knock the guy out, and he was doing that similar kind of shit. But I don't know, man.
That's not gonna work every time, bro. Especially not with these UFC guys.
Mm-mm.
There's just too much talent.
That every time I see his name, it reminds me of Dodgeball. He's like,
Michelle. That's what I'm saying. And I always want. Anytime I see the name Michelle, I always want to say Michael when I see it. For some reason.
I thought his name was Michael for a while, and then once I was really looking at it, I was like, wait, that's not spelled like Michael. And then I looked it up, and it's Michelle Pereira, something like that.
That's crazy.
And then Todd Duffy made his return. Yep, almost a little over 4 years off. He was winning.
Yeah, he was doing really good.
Yeah, he was winning that first round. I mean, he was landing a lot, big shots. He got wobbled, I think, once, but he was able to bounce right back, and he was putting a lot of pressure on the guy he's fighting, and he had the guy up against the cage, and you know.
What's the guy? I can't remember the guy's name he was fighting. But the guy he was fighting trained with Stipe.
Yeah, he was training partner.
Yeah, with Stipe.
It was a good fight, but at one point
he definitely poked Duffy in the eye.
It was a pretty solid poke.
I mean, I can see why Duffy didn't want to continue to fight, you know, because I mean, you know, unless you're in that person's shoes, you don't know how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally might not have been able to see straight through one eye.
Yeah.
You don't want to keep fighting. You can't see straight.
Yeah, once he didn't even want to take the time. Like, when they came to check on him, he immediately told the ref, he's like, I'm seeing double. And I was like, oh man, they're about to stop this fight. You can't tell him you're seeing double immediately.
Years, bro, it comes to a no contest.
Yeah, that sucks. But I mean, at least he didn't go in and get starched in the first round, you know.
Yeah,
and he was looking good. So
he'll probably get into the fight pretty soon.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
I'd like to see him come back. Hopefully, it didn't do any real damage to his eye. I know that shit can mess your eye.
Really can, bad, man. Like get poked.
But after that, we had Glover Teixeira and Nikita Krylov.
Man, how good is Glover? Look how old he is, man. Like he's 40. He turns 40 in a month. Yeah, in October, and he looks so good.
This is his third straight win of this year. How many 40-year-olds we see in there fighting 3 times a year? Not even DC.
DC doesn't fight 3 times a year.
Yeah. I mean, Glover's not making the money DC is either, but you know.
Not at all, but Glover just looks good. He looks like he's in good shape.
Yeah.
Definitely. He's taken a lot of damage over the years.
Yeah.
Like he's always been a stand-up guy too.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's always been respectful.
Seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's always super nice on the mic.
Yeah.
I've never seen him talk bad about anybody. Like I love fighters like that.
Mm-hmm.
They always show respect. I mean, Nikita Krylov is nobody to mess with. Like, it's not like it was an easy matchup.
Yeah, this wasn't a gimme fight for sure.
No,
it was a close fight. It was a split decision.
Nikita only had He only has 2 losses, I think.
Something like that. He doesn't have.
He was on a win streak too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had been looking good lately.
Yeah, Glover looked really good in this fight, man. I was happy to see him win. I just want to see him keep, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it kind of derails the division in a way, sort of, because he is 40 years old and he's beating all these young guys who should be the up and comers that are gonna take over this division, you know. But I mean, you can't fault him for that. He's doing what he came to do.
If he's 40 and he can do all that, I mean, keep doing it. I mean,
sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I wish him the best regardless. Like, I don't see him being able to grab the belt or anything. I don't think that he can beat those top, 3 or 4 guys. But
he's not gonna beat John. But if John wants to go to heavyweight and leave the belt at light heavyweight and go to heavyweight for good and not want to come back, then I could see maybe Glover getting another title shot. Yeah. But he's not gonna beat John.
It's impossible.
Yeah. This is not going to happen. But, I was glad to see him get that win, though. That was cool.
Yeah, it was a good fight. I really enjoyed watching that one.
And then, main event, Gaethje and Cowboy.
Saturday. I love Cowboy, but I love Gaethje.
Yeah, I love them both. This was that one, I told you, I was like, I don't really want to see either guy lose.
Yeah,
but I wanted to see Cowboy win more than I wanted to see Gaethje win. Because Gaethje's young. He's only got 2 losses going into this. If he lost, he would bounce right back and still be able to get a title shot. I wanted to see Cowboy continue his title run and get a shot. You know what I mean? I wanted to see him get a shot at the title.
I'm kind of 50-50 with that. Like, part of me wanted to see Cowboy win, at the same time, Cowboy got the shit beat out of him by Tony Ferguson.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And
if it hadn't been this fight, this would have been him in the next fight.
Up and coming guy. I don't want to see Cowboy. I mean, if Cowboy's not, you know what I mean? Like, if he would have done really good against Tony or had a close fight against Tony, I'd be like, okay, Cowboy has a chance. But you know what I mean? Like, Gaethje rocked him hard.
Yeah.
And you know what really pissed me off is how the ref took so long to stop his fight. Like, that pissed me off.
He told him,
why are you sitting there letting him take those extra shots? That's so stupid. Like, even Gaethje didn't want to keep fighting.
Yeah, Gaethje said before the fight, the ref told him, if you go down face first to the mat, the fight's over.
Yeah.
And then that happened to Cowboy, and he didn't stop it.
Yeah.
And so Gaethje hit him, and then he looked at the ref, and the ref was just standing there. He's like,
what are you
dude,
doing?
stop it. And the dude's like, telling him to still fight. So he hit him 2 more times, and he's like, stop it. And the dude had told him to keep fighting, so he hit him 2 more. Yeah.
He was obviously not getting up.
Yeah. If I remember right, Cowboy went down face first, and then he started trying to get back up, and then Gaethje hit him, and he dropped again. And then after that, it's Gaethje's like, the ref come on, stop the fight, man. I don't want to do that. I don't want to keep hitting him. They're friends.
Yeah,
it's like
we've all talked about, Cowboy. He doesn't fight as good against guys that he likes.
Yeah,
he likes Gaethje, bro. I mean, they've been training partners before.
Mm-hmm.
They've always been cool. He didn't want to knock out Gaethje.
Yeah.
But Gaethje's the type he'd probably knock out his dad if it meant getting to the title shot. That Gaethje's that type of fighter. He wants it. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's looking like, they're pushing for Conor and Gaethje next.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
That's an insane sell. That really is. Gaethje is a knockout artist. Conor's a knockout artist. That fight's going to be intense.
The thing about Gaethje is he used to be really reckless in his fight.
Yeah.
And he's improved so much. His footwork, his movements, the way he sets up his punches now instead of just going in wild.
I think he learned a lot after that Dustin Poirier loss. Yeah. He really did. He taught himself a lot after that.
Yeah, because
that loss hard.
Coming off of that, he's got 3 first-round knockouts.
Yeah, James Vick.
Barbosa.
Barbosa. All savages. When you're knocking out savages like that, something, you know what I mean? Him and Conor would be an intense fight. And I think that fight could go the distance. It could go either way. It could be a knockout. Could go the distance.
Depends on what Conor shows up.
Yeah, if it's the old Conor,
If it's the old Conor,
Conor can knock out anybody. Yeah. So can Gaethje though. So
if it's the old Conor, it's a war.
It's either a first round.
If it's the Conor we've seen, against Khabib and stuff, he never really looked the same. He never really looked right.
Floyd destroyed him, ruined everything.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I hope we get the old Conor, and I hope they make
That's
that
a
fight.
good comeback fight. Honestly, it's a bad matchup.
Conor tweeted out something about Dublin, December 14th, but the December 14th card is in Vegas, I think. So he's not fighting in Dublin on the 14th.
No.
And I think he was hoping that UFC would move that card instead of being in Vegas. They would move it and do it in Dublin.
They're not going to do that, though.
Yeah, Dana already said
it's already stacked like it is.
Yeah, Dana already said they're not going to. They said if he wants to fight on the 14th, he's going to be fighting in Vegas. But Gaethje Conor, Vegas,
it's savage. Imagine the sales on that card, bro. Ridiculous.
I want to see it. They tried to schedule this fight before, back in May or March, and Conor broke his hand.
Yeah.
He broke his left hand in sparring thing.
The sparring thing he had. I think, we got, Khabib and Tony coming next.
Yeah.
Then you got Dustin's kind of
hopefully, if they don't try to fuck Tony over again.
Surely not.
Because you know how whenever they were asked, when Dana was asked about that, he said we're gonna make Tony an offer. He said if Tony accepts it or something like that, that just doesn't sound like you would say.
Which Khabib's already signed that deal that he's making so much money. It kind of sounds to me like Dana's such an asshole towards Tony, and just
they're just gonna offer him a little bit.
Here's $300,000.
Yeah,
fight Khabib. Mm-hmm. He's gonna be like,
and then if he turns it down, they're gonna be like, oh, Conor, here you go. Here's Khabib.
Yeah, because they know, but they also know Conor's not going to fight is only going to fight for a certain amount.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they'll pay Conor.
They'll pay Conor whatever he wants, which makes no sense to me. It's like
I hope Tony gets the fight.
Sell more.
I hope Tony gets the fight, and I hope he gets paid too. I think he should get paid.
Man, he's been running through everybody, and been waiting on this opportunity. So
yeah.
They need that, and then we got Dustin sitting in the division, kind of just chilling now. And then
Dustin was one to fight Conor too.
Yeah,
he tweeted
that's what I'm
something
saying,
about Conor.
but it goes Dustin and then Conor, and then now it's Gaethje right there behind Conor with the.
I think
so.
I would rather right now. I'd rather see Gaethje Conor. I think
100%.
Dustin needs a.
Well, I mean, just think about it. Think about it. Dustin needs to chill for a little bit. Anyway, and keep training and get where he wants to be.
Get his mind right.
Get his mind right. And then Conor and Gaethje fight. Gaethje has fought Dustin. Conor's fought Dustin. Either one wins and gets a fight
and
with
Dustin beat Gaethje, but Conor beat Dustin, right?
Yeah, Conor beat Dustin. So either way, whoever wins Conor, Gaethje fights Dustin in a rematch.
In a title eliminator, and then that's who fights Tony.
The winner of Tony Khabib. Come on.
Yeah.
It's such. This is simple.
It's right there.
Yeah,
do it.
Just do it, please. It needs to happen.
I was gonna look at this thing later, but I'll go ahead and say it now because it kind of leads into what we're talking about right now. But Derek Brunson tweeted out a list of fights, a list of lightweight matches. Yeah, a list of lightweight matches to make, and this is how he laid it out: Khabib versus Ferguson, and then Poirier versus Paul Felder, and then McGregor Gaethje, and then Cowboy versus Gegard Gillespie, and then Iaquinta versus Barboza. Even that.
Those are all good fights.
Those are all good fights. Those. Yeah, those are all.
I'm fine with Poirier fighting Paul Felder. As much as I like Paul Felder, I don't think he can beat Poirier.
Yeah.
I don't think Paul Felder can beat Gaethje, if I'm being honest. Paul Felder's tough, but I don't think he can get it done against Gaethje. Mm-hmm. The way Gaethje's looking right now, yeah. Gaethje really is on the come up. I don't care what anybody says. That is your dark horse, and anything could happen with him at this moment. He's really hungry. So
this kind of gives everybody a fight. That Cowboy Gillespie fight kind of worries me a little bit because Gillespie is kind of a monster.
He is,
and he needs a fight.
Cowboy loses again, especially to another knockout.
Yeah.
Might be time to retire. I know that sounds mean, but I love Cowboy, and I don't want to see him just keep getting knocked out.
Yeah.
How many times are we going to say it's okay for him to just keep getting knocked out? You know what I mean? It's coming to a point where he's had so many fights. It's taxing on him. You know what I mean? Like, it hasn't been, a few months since he got...
I think he's got 50 fights. I think his record now is 36 and 14.
Not only that, over the years, all those fights, but it has not even been, not less than 6 months since Tony...
3 months, I think.
I'm saying 3 months since Tony just beat the shit out of him. You know what I mean? Like, that's not that long.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, he could still have a concussion from that fight. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird to think about that he fights so much, and I don't want to see him keep taking this type of damage. You know.
Mm-hmm. But
he fights for his kid, but it's like, you want to be there for your kid too.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't want to keep.
It was a good card, man. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, there's some good stuff on there, and ESPN Plus.
It laid out a lot of stuff for the future of the lightweight division for sure.
And also same night, Tyson Fury and Otto Wallin.
Kind of had some of us worried there.
Yeah,
thought maybe.
It was a good fight. It
It
definitely wasn't like an easy walk in the park for Tyson Fury.
A lot of these guys are not. That's why, like when Brendan Schaub says we don't want to see these fights because it's boxing. First of all, anything could happen. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are all top tier guys that they're fighting. It's not just like they're fighting bums off the street.
Yeah,
they're fighting guys who are like 20-0 and like they're good boxers.
Yeah. Otto's came into this, I think, 20-0.
Yeah.
And then it's like nobody really has heard of him or really knows anything about him. But then he comes in and like gives Fury a good fight, man. Third round, he lands a left hook and busts Fury's right eyebrow wide open.
And to be honest, that kind of made this fight.
Yeah.
That kind of like made this fight like way more interesting than it would have been because he was putting his hand on that cut every single chance he got, just digging in, trying to hurt Fury.
See, the thing is, like,
what he was doing.
When it initially happened, Fury's corner thought it was a headbutt that opened it up, and so if it's a headbutt and the fight is stopped due to a headbutt, it just becomes a no contest, and Fury doesn't lose, and he retains his lineal heavyweight,
which they probably would have been fine with
title or whatever. Yeah. So, but it was a punch that opened it up. So if they stop it due to that, because of the blood getting in his eye or whatever, it becomes a TKO win for Otto. In Fury's corner did not know.
Worried,
his corner didn't know. They thought it was a headbutt. So one of the analyst guys is like, or they're talking about it, and they're like, no, they showed the replay. It was a punch. And so they tell their guy who's down there, like, ringside, to go notify his corner and let him know that we saw the replay and that it was a punch, so that they have an idea that Fury needs to pick it up and be careful. You know what I mean? So it kind of changed the whole direction of the fight because once he found out
way more
that it was a punch that opened it up, now it's like, oh shit, I got to be careful not to get, because it's not up to him. He can be fine. He can be ready to go. But if the cut man or the corner or the referee says, bring a doctor in here, he needs to look at this cut, and the doctor's like, man, that's too bad. We can't let him go anymore. Then it's a TKO win for the other guy. Yeah. And then Fury lost because of some bullshit. You know?
That would have been the exact nightmare we don't want to see because we all want to see Wilder Fury. I mean, that's just what we want.
His cut man MVP of the night, though. He was caking that damn Vaseline on there.
Oh, all over it.
Dude, he every time he walked away, he had like a lump of Vaseline just hanging on top of his eye.
It was basically his extra
it's like he would pack it into the cut, and then he would like gob another bit on top, and then Fury would walk out with this huge glob on there. And the one time the referee saw it, he's like, you got to wipe that off, man. You can't send him out here like this. And the very next time he went to the corner, he came back out, this huge glob, and it fell off in the ring.
He was trying his best to keep his man rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Imagine how painful that is, though. And you know Otto's just sitting there punching that cut every chance he gets.
There was one time in the 8th or 9th round, I think, where he actually like raked it with his hand trying to make it worse, which was kind of shitty.
It is, but I mean,
you're in there to try to win a fight. You know, it is a fight, but at the same time, it's like, man, come on, like
punch him somewhere else.
Yeah, just hit him. Yeah. And I mean, but the thing is, like, Otto looked really good at the beginning. You know, probably through the first 4 or 5 rounds, maybe. You know, he was winning some rounds in there. But then once Fury, you know, kind of got settled in and started using his head movement to avoid some of them shots on the cut, he started kind of taking over, and he won like every round after that. Except for the 12th round, I think you could probably give the 12th round to Otto because he kind of started putting it on Fury at the end of that round. Like, he really wanted it finished, you know. Yeah, he really wanted to win. You know, he really wanted to get it.
However he had to get it. That's he was in that like mentality.
So it was impressive. It was an impressive performance by Otto, I thought. You know,
the fact that he cut his eye like that, bro, with a punch.
40 stitches.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you just.
Which
you gotta hit somebody hard to do that.
Yeah, man. And that's kind of scary with the Fury Wilder rematch too, because now he's got this. He just has to got 40 stitches. Now you got to give that time to heal up. And then when they're supposed to fight in February, what are the odds that that's going to be healed all the way? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's...
If nothing else happens. So they're saying he may need to see a plastic surgeon. They may have to recut it open and...
Always something, dude.
Yeah, because he's going to have scar tissue there, and scar tissue bleeds like a motherfucker when you get hit.
That's not what he wants either, I guarantee it.
So, but
at least he got the win, though.
Yeah, I said, you know, Tyson won, but nobody lost, because that's huge for Otto Wallin. You know what I mean? Like, he came into this, nobody knew who he was, and then he goes 12 rounds with
a lot consider it the best ever.
Yeah, arguably the best boxer in the world, or arguably best heavyweight for sure. And then, you know, he goes 12 rounds with him, and it's a close fight, and he bangs him up and hurts him.
Cuts his eye open like that. Like, yeah. That's intense. It was a good fight, though.
So, I mean, Tyson won, but Otto didn't lose. I mean, this does so much for him. You know 100%.
What I mean? He can fight anybody now. Like, that made his... I mean, that gave him a lot of spotlight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
A lot of people are going to look into him a lot more now just for fighting Tyson like that.
Yeah. And he's a tough dude, man. He came out and he stayed on full pressure the whole time and never really got tired. I mean, he started slowing down, of course, towards the second half of the fight, but he never really got gassed. He didn't get tired where he was just like, you know, breathing super heavy, not, you know, like, and Tyson was leaning on him and leaning on him against the ropes, trying to wear him down. And he still hung in there and just kept landing shots all the way to the 12th round where he was like opening it up, just trying to put it, you know, land as many shots as he could, you know.
That's so tough.
He landed more shots than anybody's ever landed on Tyson Fury in a fight.
Yeah, that's not something you see very often because Tyson's defense is so good.
Think about when he fought Tom Schwartz and he dodged like 6 punches in a row with just moving his head.
Wilder's never split him open like that. Mm-mm. I mean, even with those big punches he was landing.
I know. But you got to think now, I mean, Wilder's going to be aiming for that cut when they fight.
Yeah, even though it's going to be closed up, like...
He's going to be aiming for that spot. He's going to try and bust it back open.
I'm still excited, though.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Too, for sure.
We need to see it ASAP.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really nerve-wracking. I was over there like, come on, Tyson, man. Please. Move. Get out of the way.
Please don't lose this fight.
Yeah, please. Don't lose.
Oh, man. I guess we can jump into some news and shit.
Yep. So, Khabib donated $100,000 to the Good Fight charity for Dustin Poirier after he sold that shirt. Apparently, he sold the shirt for $100,000.
That's a lot of money.
I imagine it's some sheik or something like, because they were in Abu Dhabi. There's all those princes and all that oil money over there. One of those dudes was like,
I'll take it.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna put this in a collection somewhere. Khabib wore it. Dustin Poirier
probably could sell it for $1 million one day.
Yeah,
or right now.
Yeah, or when they retire. Yeah. And it's like, these were legends. This was
somebody's going to want that one day for even more money than it's worth.
Could be probably autographed.
That's an investment. That's 100% an investment.
They probably both autographed it, honestly, before he auctioned it off. And then Dana White matched the donation, so they donated $200,000.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's really dope.
See,
They does some cool shit every now and then.
Every now and then you got to respect them for the cool shit they do. They got good hearts in there somewhere. They're good people.
Yeah, I thought that was really good.
Nate Diaz and them faced off. Did you see that today?
I saw it, but I haven't watched it yet. It's like I saw clips of it.
A lot of respect there. It was kind of awkward. Like they didn't really give each other space or anything.
They don't really have any bad blood. Just like
they were just kind of like to themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost like they didn't even want to face off. They were just kind of like whatever. But then there's a Nate Diaz because Diaz has been a vegan. Lately.
I saw that. It's like, how you gonna call yourself a badass motherfucker but you're a vegan?
He goes, I'm the baddest motherfucker in here. That's what he said.
He said even the Terminator's a vegan.
He said even the Terminator's a vegan. Fucking Nate Diaz is hilarious.
Yeah,
he is a badass. So funny. I guess he can be a vegan. Whatever.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna talk shit to him in person about him being a vegan. I thought that was funny.
Yeah. Kevin Lee.
Going back down?
Yeah, going back to 155. He's been training with Faraz Sahabi, which is, as a Kevin Lee fan, that's good news. Like, you want to hear him training with somebody like Faraz Sahabi, Yeah. And I think Rogan could be to blame for that, or not to blame, but like when Kevin Lee was on his podcast, he was like, "Dude, you need to go. You need to go see Faraz. You need to go up there. I know it's cold, but you need to go up there."
I mean, he's done decent at 170, but I just think he's a better fighter at 155.
He is.
He's a way better fighter.
When his coach died.
Like, I'd like to see. I mean, Kevin.
He's a monster. He's got so many skills.
Connor or Kevin Lee and Gaethje, like that's a good fight.
Yeah, he's got a ton of skills. He just needs to have somebody help him put it all together. And he needs a real coach.
Yeah, like I can see Kevin Lee being dangerous in the future. I mean, he's one of the few.
Look what he did with Tony Ferguson.
So
like he was winning that fight.
One of the few people that gave Tony trouble.
He was winning that fight.
Gave Tony trouble.
Yeah. His coach died, and then he kind of ran into like a
mental blockage.
Yeah, he kind of lost a couple fights there, and then so he started moving around camps and stuff, trying to find somewhere. And once he was on Rogan's podcast, Rogan was like, "Man, go up north, go see for us, and like see if isn't what you need, And so
that's what he needs.
He's been training with him, and so he's going to go back down to 155, and he wants to fight Islam Makhachev in Moscow.
That's a good fight for him right now. That is a
that'd be a really fun fight.
I hope they do that.
Yeah, I think that Moscow card's in November, end of November, or maybe mid-November, something like that, 16th or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's the second weekend in November.
Yeah. So I'd like to see that. Hopefully they can do that. That'd be cool.
Kevin Lee on that card. It'd be exciting.
Yeah.
Something to look forward to. We got so many fights coming up this fall. They're so exciting. That'd just be another one to add to the list. Woodley said he wanted to fight Khabib.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, dude, that's a crazy fight.
Woodley Khabib at catchweight.
I realized that I typed something wrong on here. I didn't want to say the wrong thing.
You're good.
Woodley Khabib is.
I mean, imagine.
Wants to fight him in a catch weight, so 165.
I don't think it's gonna happen. Ever. But I mean, it kind of seems like everybody's calling out Khabib, though. You know what I mean? It's like everybody kind of wants that fight now.
Yeah.
Even these different divisions, it's like, Khabib's a big guy, but like, I don't know how he favors at 170, bro. We've never seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see. Personally, I don't see him beating a lot of these guys at 170. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think Ben Askren. Say what you want about Ben Askren, but I think that's a tough fight for Khabib.
Yeah. Stylistic.
You can hate all you want on Askren getting knocked out, but he is a tough wrestler, and he would know exactly what to do with Khabib on the ground. Like, he would be the one person that could hang with him down there.
The thing with Woodley is, like, Woodley has really good wrestling, but his striking and his power.
It's scary.
Yeah.
Like, I I mean,
That's scary for
the thing
Khabib,
about
'cause
170. Like I mean, if Usman's healthy, I think he dominates Khabib.
Oh, yeah.
Like I really do.
Yeah, dude. Usman is a really scary matchup for Khabib, I think. Just with all the skills he
All
has.
those guys at 170 are scary for Khabib. I mean, Woodley, like, he is not going to let Khabib drag him to the ground like Khabib has done everybody on 155.
And even if he
It's not
does,
happening.
I mean,
Woodley's
dude,
dangerous down there,
so
too.
big. Like,
Yeah,
he's
that's
so
what I'm saying.
strong.
It's like, I know Khabib's strong, but he can't be stronger than Woodley. I mean, I don't think. Woodley's tough.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd be a fun fight, though.
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to see it.
Talk about anyway.
Yeah. Woodley was just saying, like, he needs that challenge. He needs that type of challenge. Nobody's been able to beat him. He wants to be able to try, give it a shot, So it's not like he's doing it for the...
That's what I hate about Khabib saying, it's almost like he's hurrying to get out, you know what I mean, and retire, and, like, say he's the best and all this. It's like, stick around, bro. There's guys who, you could fight at 165.
If you want to lose, we can make you lose. There's some guys that can beat
There's some
you.
guys that can 100% beat you. They might not all be 100% lightweight fighters. But at the same time, you're big for that division
Everybody on the
anyway.
internet would say,
Khabib's big for that
28
division.
people, 28 other people said that, and look what happened to them.
Everybody talks shit. I mean, he's beaten some good guys. But
He has beat some really good guys, but I mean, he hasn't.
He's yet to dominate somebody who is an amazing wrestler. I mean, he didn't look that great against Al.
Honestly, I want his if he doesn't fight, I'd like to see that with Woodley. I don't think it's going to happen.
Probably not.
But I would like to see his last two fights. If he's only doing two more, I want to see him fight Tony. And if he's able to beat Tony, I want to see him fight Gaethje.
Gaethje deserves it. If
I
Gaethje
still think
win.
Tony has it. I think Tony's going to be able to get it done. But
I'm really hoping for it.
I think so, man. He just has too many weapons.
Has all the skills to beat him.
Yeah.
So it's like
skills
it's really,
and just too many weapons.
if
Like
Tony,
his
if
elbows.
Tony comes in on a good night
We're going to see
and
Khabib
starts
bleed.
off on a good note,
I've never seen Khabib bleed. We're going to see him bleed this time. In that fight.
Tony's never not made someone bleed.
Yeah. You look at all his last opponents after the fight. It's not pretty.
Cowboy is just destroyed, man. I feel
Yeah.
so sorry for him after that fight.
I know.
Oh, that was crazy.
So the Zabit and Calvin Kattar fight fell out.
Moved
It was-
Makhachev.
No, I typed Makachev. I meant to type Sherpo. That's what I was looking at a minute ago. I was like, wait, that's not Makachev. It's Zabit Sherpo.
Oh yeah.
I typed it wrong whenever I was making the notes and stuff, and then I just realized it a second ago, so I changed it on here. So that fight fell out, and they didn't really say why. They said it was illness or something, I think. But
Zabit, didn't it?
yeah,
Something wrong with him?
yeah, they moved it. Instead of just finding another opponent, they just moved
That's
the fight
about this game.
to
There's
Moscow.
so much that can
Yeah,
stop a good fight.
yeah, it really does.
I want to see Zabit fight though. Like we still need to see more from him, man.
Mm-hmm. And
He's
Calvin
gonna be
Kattar looked
active,
really
though.
good in his last fight too. So
Yeah,
this is
Kattar
an
looked
interesting
really
fight.
good.
I really like to see it, and it's gonna be in Moscow now, so that's kind of like way closer to Zabit's home.
Yeah, Zabit needed to fight there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm sure he likes it. I'm sure he likes being able to fight there. But
I hope he can bounce back from
Yeah.
whatever.
yeah, whatever it is. Hopefully, it's something serious. I mean, it could be any number of things. But PETA is outraged that Khabib wrestles bears, and they want UFC to take action.
Oh my god, dude. PETA would be outraged if they saw you kill a mosquito on your ass cheek. Like
Yeah.
they're outraged about everything.
It's ridiculous.
You know
man.
what's crazy though?
We're talking about videos from
PETA
'97.
has killed more animals trying to save them
Yeah,
than most people have just killed. Period.
Khabib's just wrestling with them, like, and that's way more. He's
nothing
wrestling
wrong
a
with
deadly animal. Like, what's the bear's not in danger? Yeah, he's wrestling with it and
There's
playing
no
with it
way
and
a
stuff.
human will ever not be in danger.
Yeah,
You're in danger as
all the
soon as
bear
you're
has to
around
do
the
is
bear.
kill him if they're really that worried about it.
Literally have Freddy Krueger claws on their fucking hands and teeth sharp enough to bite your skull in half.
I mean,
Like, I don't
he was
think they're
wrestling
worried
small
about-
bears, but still, I mean, like
He's
the
still wrestling-
videos.
He's wrestling cubs. But
Yeah.
Cubs, if they wanted to, are capable of killing
Yeah.
you. And that cub's not hurt. The cub's playing with him. The whole
Even
time.
whatever type of bear it is, I guess like he's done. The video surfaced of him wrestling the bear when he was a little kid. He's probably like 8 years old or something. It was in 1997.
Yeah, and that was even a cub. You know. What I
Yeah,
mean?
that was a
It's
cub. But apparently it's the same bear. Like he's gone back and he did it again in like 2015, and then he did it again this year apparently. And then once that video came out from this year, that's when they wanted to start trying to raise hell. But like
Whether
apparently it's the
he's
same
grown
bear,
up-
but like it's not a full size bear. It's a small bear. Like the video with Khabib standing in front of it and going to give it a hug, it's like it only comes up to like middle of his chest, standing up on his hind legs. Like it's not like it's a huge bear. It looks older. I mean, it doesn't look like it's not a cub anymore. Obviously, this is years and years. So I don't know.
Either way,
I don't know if it's the same bear or not, but
there's nothing happening to that bear to justify freaking out.
Especially not when he was a kid. Like,
yeah, this little kid's gonna hurt this bear.
The bear was having fun. The bear was like rolling around, biting on him and stuff.
That shouldn't even be an organization.
It's ridiculous.
They're laughable.
People eating tasty animals.
Yeah,
do something about it.
They're laughable at this point. Nobody cares about them except for people who are psychotic, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's something I forgot to put on here. David Branch got suspended. 2
Really?
years.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he failed drug test. Failed something. You saw that?
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell, David?
I didn't. I forgot to put it on here, so I don't remember exactly what it was. But I saw it yesterday.
Is that just their new norm? 2 years? Like,
I guess so, man.
That's a long time, man.
It really is.
I mean, depending on what it is, I get it. You know what I mean?
It's retroactive to his last fight, so he fought in March, so it'd be 2 years from March.
I mean, like,
he was supposed to fight.
Some of these dudes, you hit them for 2 years. Like, they might as well find a new career.
He was supposed to fight next weekend. No, last weekend. I guess that fight got canceled. Yeah. I don't know if it's because of his.
Probably.
Let's see.
I bet he was under investigation or something.
2-year suspension. Positive drug test. Alright, this thing says former 2-division World Series of Fight champ David Branch no longer fights for the UFC. He failed for a growth hormone. He's not eligible to fight again until July of 2021. And yeah, that sucks.
Growth hormone. Yeah, definitely pretty serious. I mean, depending on what he's taking, but regardless of what they're taking, man, I think 2 years is ridiculous. No matter what they do.
What's crazy is,
a year is a long time. Just give them a year. 1 whole year. That is a long time. That's enough punishment for any of these guys. If they don't take that serious, then ban them for 2 years if they do it again. Like, I don't even know if David Branch has ever been tagged for anything, has he? I mean, I really don't think he has. Like, 2 years is a little bit crazy, man. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like how they just ban these guys and they're done, for a long time like this. We don't get to see David Branch fight for 2 years. Like, that sucks.
And not in the UFC anymore. I mean,
for 2 years, like, that sucks.
Who knows where he's going to go now?
Yeah, there's no telling.
I mean, he's 22-6. Like, it's a pretty good record.
He's a solid fighter. David Branch always, comes in and performs, but I don't know. That sucks.
And he beat Thiago Santos.
Yeah, David Branch has beaten some savages, man. He's had some good fights. That sucks. I mean,
yeah, it does.
I don't know. Hopefully everything works out with that and he can bounce back.
Yeah, hopefully he'll get signed somewhere. Bro. Yeah.
I mean,
and he's getting older too. I think he's close to 40.
That sucks.
Yeah. So I mean, he'd probably go overseas and fight somewhere, Rising or some shit now if he wanted to. But since he's not under contract with UFC anymore, but I don't know if he wants to try to get signed with Bellator or something like that. He's gonna have to wait until July 2021. That sucks.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Hope everything works out with him in the meantime.
Yeah. So, Stipe and DC trilogy's in the works.
Yes.
You got some information on that?
Yeah, we posted that on our IG as soon as it came out. It's crazy. I don't know. You think they'll shoot for a December card?
I'd like to see that, man. I hope so.
Like, let's get it out of the way.
Yeah, I really hope so. Yeah. Because, I mean, look at the first fight.
People can say what they want. They can say Stipe's the best, but we still don't know.
They really don't, because DC
knocked him out in the first round of the first fight.
He was dominating that second fight.
And DC was dominating. That's what I'm saying. He
as much as I like Stipe,
he let off the gas and he didn't even stick to his game plan.
As much as I like Stipe, I think
if DC comes back determined and does what he's exactly. I think DC
and stick to his game plan. I
think DC gets it done.
Yeah,
in a trilogy. I really do. I think so DC gets it done in a trilogy and he rides off in the wind, retiring. Honestly, as
much as I like Stipe and I'd like to see him retain, and I'd hate to see if DC does win and decides to retire there, then he gives up the belt, and then it's like now Stipe's got to fight somebody else to try to get the belt back. So it's kind of it's a shitty situation for Stipe if DC does win, but Stipe did knock him out, so I mean he could do it again, but I just the way DC was winning that fight and he just went away from his game plan, and that's how he lost, honestly. Yeah. That's
He made some stupid moves, and even he'll admit that. He didn't listen to his coaches.
He's like, he wouldn't listen to his coach at all.
And listens to his coaches. I see DC getting it done.
He was dominating those first 3 rounds of that fight.
I think he underestimated Stipe after that first fight. I mean, that happens.
Yeah, he's walking forward with his hands down. Like, you don't do that against a heavyweight who can box.
Stipe's a savage, man. I mean, you don't do that against him.
Yeah.
I think DC definitely learned a lesson from that. And
I think if they don't,
that's probably why he wants the trilogy so bad. Because I mean, you know how DC is. He wants to prove himself. And
I think if they don't do it in December, I bet we see it in January, beginning of the year.
Yeah,
you know, they always kind of stack a card up right at the beginning of the year. You know, I bet we see it
and stuff. Yeah,
I bet we see it then. If we don't see it in December, I would like to see it in December though, especially that Vegas card.
That card's already stacked.
December 14th or whatever it is,
It would be sick,
or
though.
whatever that date is. Yeah.
Imagine they put that and Gaethje Connor on that card. Best card of all time. Mind blown.
Yeah.
That would be sick. I'm excited for that though.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Can't
dope.
wait to see who wins.
I hope they make it happen sooner or
I'm
later.
happy for either one of them.
I know they were saying that Stipe's a little banged up still, and he needs some time to recover.
That's what
and
Dana
everything.
White was saying. Once Stipe recovered, I like how a lot of people were commenting on that post, and they were like, "DC didn't get knocked out or anything. I guess it's whatever."
Yeah, Stipe's recovering.
Yeah, Stipe recover after he knocked out DC.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I mean, that's the thing. DC's so tough, and like DC probably a week later was like, set up the trilogy fight.
Yeah,
Whatever you got to do, Dana.
yeah, make it happen.
Guaranteed. That's why. I mean, it hasn't been that long, bro. They're already getting ready to set it back up.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see them.
So, Jacare's moving up to light heavyweight.
I like that move.
Yeah,
Jacare's a big guy already.
yeah, he is.
I mean, he's shredded,
Yeah,
huge.
I like to see what he can do.
It's kind of small for him anyway.
Mhm.
I think 205 is going to be a good place for him. Put on a little extra weight, and he already hits hard.
Yeah, he's already got skills like motherfucker. You know,
Yeah.
he's
Tough. Got a lot of fights, a lot of background.
he's scheduled to fight Jean Blachowicz in
Tough fight.
Brazil in November.
Tough fight.
November 16th. That is a tough fight. It's a really tough fight.
I mean, he broke Luke Rockhold's jaw, so yeah.
That's the first tough fight at light heavyweight.
Jacare bangs out though too. Like he's been in there with some tough
Legend.
fighters.
Yep.
And he's knocked out some tough fighters, so that's a sick fight. I can't wait for that.
He's got a really good resume
Oh yeah,
as far as his wins. You know.
yeah. That's a sick fight to look forward to.
Yeah, for sure.
Got some fights tomorrow to look forward to.
Yeah, I thought we had more. I thought there was something else, but there is. But we can't. I mean, we can talk about it, but I don't really know anything about it. But you know, Ken Shamrock is starting his own bare knuckle thing.
Why?
Valor bare knuckle. I don't know.
I saw that.
There's some old UFC legends. They're aren't going to be on the card though. But you can't find the card online anymore. Like their card isn't like the whole card's not online, so you can't find it to be able to talk about the fights that are going to be on there. So, I didn't put it on here just because I don't really know anything about it. And I was reading a little bit about it, and there's a couple of names.
Shamrock looks like he's 60.
He is.
Is he?
He's like 55, I think.
Oh, okay. I almost say he looks old. I didn't. Sure how old
He fought Horace Gracie at like UFC 3
Yeah, that was like
or UFC 1. Was it UFC 1?
Early
It might have been
90s.
UFC 1.
a long time ago.
It was like 1992 or 3, something like that.
Yeah, and he was like 20 something then.
Yeah, he was a
Makes
savage
sense.
back then. He used to be the most dangerous man in the world. This is his moniker. I don't know about now,
He
but
would not hang with the guys in the division now.
he wants to. He still
100%.
wants to fight. You know, he
I
just knows he's too old.
Gracie went at it for like 30 minutes nonstop.
Yeah, and
fighting.
Gracie was in a gi. That
Yeah,
was so weird.
super weird. And like
Ken Shamrock comes out in shoes and knee pads and
That's
elbow
like
pads and shit. And then,
WWE style.
yeah, and then Horace Gracie's in a gi.
That was crazy fun.
Yeah, legendary.
Oh, man, super legendary. But
Yeah.
that's cool. I'm looking into that.
Yeah, I was trying to find some about it so we could talk about it, but like I said, they don't have the card
I'll try
online
to-
where you can look at it. You know, so
I'll try to find a place to watch it. Or
it's on pay per view. It's like $30, but
I'll try to find a place to watch it.
yeah, we can probably find a place to watch it.
Yeah, I'm not giving them money. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
You can F off, Ken.
I'll give you $4.99.
Ken, I'm not giving you shit. I'm giving you $4.99. Shit. I don't know how good that's gonna be. It's gonna be a bunch of fucking old rusty dudes getting knocked out.
Probably.
We do have some good fights tomorrow night. Though.
Yeah, UFC Fight Night 159.
Excited.
Yair Rodriguez and Jeremy Stevens. Jeremy Stevens says he's going to put Yair's brains on the canvas.
Bro, Jeremy Stevens has been training with Tony.
Oh, has he?
Yes,
Nice.
he just did an interview a couple days ago. think it was with MMA Junkie. I'm not sure, but he's been training with Tony, and Tony was like, told him, he was like, I don't say this to many guys, but your cardio is looking insane. He's like, and even Jeremy Stevens was like, that's, I mean, El Kukui tells you that, that's like the best compliment you can ever get.
Yeah, for sure.
Jeremy Stevens was like, I can't believe he even said that. He was like, but I've been working my ass off, and he said, I'm super excited.
And he went to
Yair's last fight. I mean, one of the most savage knockouts ever. So,
but he was losing that fight almost the whole fight. You know,
he just pulled some shit out of his hat.
But he can do that though. He's got those skills. You know, and that was an elbow. Like another one of those things. Like there was a video of him practicing that. Like that's one of those things he trains. He practiced that elbow over and over again before that fight happened, and he just timed it perfect and knocked him out with like 1 second to go.
God, that was probably the best knockout of 2000. That was in 2019, wasn't it?
2018.
I was going to say that. Yeah, I couldn't remember. It was late 2018.
Yeah, I think it was late last year.
God, that has been the best knockout of that year.
I think it was. Yeah.
That was crazy. That live, bro. Like I was watching that. I remember, and I was just like,
we were at work.
Yeah, I was like, did you see that elbow? Like, it didn't even look like a knockout.
And then Korean Zombie was just like flat, like ass up in the air,
absolutely flatline.
Face
in the
first.
last, like 3 seconds of the fight.
I think it was at the buzzer.
It really
like
was.
I'm pretty sure if you watch it back, by the time he hits the ground,
like
the bell's ringing.
Yeah, it's like 2, and he hits him with the elbow. Insane.
Yeah, like it's
not
literally
elbow over
the
back behind the neck, like just insane.
It was underneath, like he hit him in the jaw, but like
right through his elbow. I was just trying to throw that.
Yeah, he like ducked under and threw it up backwards. It's crazy.
Crazy knockout. That's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah,
Jeremy Stevens is tough as hell,
and he hits the hard.
And if his cardio is as good as Tony says, Yair's gonna have he's gonna be in for it this time.
Jeremy Stevens it's in Mexico. He went to Mexico like a week or two early,
and he does not lose very often.
And he's been training. He's been doing more training in Mexico. Like he went there to get acclimated way early. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's tough.
And he likes he said something about like he just likes Mexico. He likes the people there and everything. And he's just been out there.
It's Carcel.
Yeah. Yeah. So, crazy, that's the main event. Co-main, Carla Esparza and Alexa Grasso. That'd be a good fight.
Yeah, it's a good matchup.
A couple of savages. And then Brandon Moreno and Askarov? I don't know. Never heard of him.
I've never heard of him.
So his first and last name are almost exactly the same. It's like add 2 more letters on the last name and it's his first name.
Askarov.
Yeah, it's weird. And then Irene Aldana and Vanessa Melo. So
some decent fights.
Yeah, it's not a lot of big names, but
either way, the main card.
I have a feeling that'll be one of those cards where it's like not a lot of people but you're going to see some good fights.
See some good fights, and you're going to learn a lot.
Yeah, you're going to learn a lot about
fighters
some people
that aren't as popular.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I love about the UFC when they do those fight nights, especially. And Yair and Jeremy Stevens are going to put on a show.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
so that'll be exciting fights.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that for sure. So you want to do a Mount Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore, the funnest part of the podcast.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm excited. What'd you say you want to do?
Your Mount Rushmore for your top 4 death row meals. Like you're on death row.
You only have 4 meals.
Yeah. Well,
you can eat what?
Well, I'm saying, just 4 choices of what your death row meal would be.
Yeah, because you only get one.
Yeah, because you only get one. Yeah, they're not gonna be like, well, you can eat 4 days.
You get the deal.
Yeah.
What would your meal be?
It seems kind of dark to say your death row meal. I wish there was something else we could call it. Well, I don't ever plan on going to prison and being on death row, but if I did, I guess this is my choice.
That's. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
It's a thing. So I don't know. What would
you got one?
Be?
I would have to do, man.
Thinking about all my favorite foods.
Yeah, I know. I'd have to go with just a regular old American steak, medium rare, some loaded mashed potatoes and asparagus or something, and a cold sweet tea.
God. Sounds good right now.
I don't know. It sounds delicious. That's one of my favorite things to make. Like when I'm here and I want to cook something.
Just imagine though, like
cook up a steak.
It's so sad to think about. Just imagine that's like your last time eating it.
That would suck.
You're just cutting the steak and it's so delicious.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
oh yeah.
I would literally want to cry. That would suck.
Yeah, that would. What do you
got? Sounds crazy, bro, but I'm getting some Cane's, man.
Raising Cane's?
Yeah.
Really? You like it that much?
I really.
I mean, I love it. I like their sauce. Is like their sauce is off the chain.
I don't even know if a Caniac would cut it. Like, if I knew it was my last meal, I'd be like, bring me like 12 tenders,
Yeah.
like 6 pieces of bread, like 5 cane sauces, and a bunch of fries. And I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go in.
Yeah. Right.
Try to kill myself with all the food I'm eating before.
Maybe I'll have a heart attack before y'all get a chance.
Yeah, maybe I'll die of eating too much. Make my stomach explode. I don't know. I think that would be, that's because I just love canes. So
Yeah,
I really do.
it's
Canes
good.
or Slim Chickens, if anybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
I love both of those. Either one of those, like, you just get a bunch of tenders and fries and bread and go in. That'd be one of my meals.
Dope.
Stuff.
Stuffed crust pizza.
Ooh.
Meat lovers.
Savage, bro. I would eat a whole large.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I love stuffed crust pizza.
Yeah.
That
dude.
cheese is just to die for.
Yeah,
Really.
for sure. Stuffed crust pizza is the best.
It really is. There's no reason to ever get anything different, really.
Yeah.
I could eat that any day. Or like the bacon wrapped pizza from like Little Caesars. Have you ever had that? Like the deep dish and they like wrap the outside of bacon. I don't know if they still have that, but that was like the best pizza ever.
Damn.
So good.
I used to eat there
Any kind of
so
pizza
much
with-
when I was broke.
any kind of, yeah, right.
I used to eat at Little Caesars like all the time
Nothing
because
wrong with that. They got good pizza,
Yeah.
man. I think for the most part.
I don't ever hardly ever go there anymore. If I'm getting pizza, it's usually like, I don't know, Domino's if I'm ordering a pizza, but like I'll go somewhere like that where I can grab
somewhere
it.
with like a real good homemade or
Nukes.
like fresh pizza.
I like Nukes a lot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Who you got?
I think my second one, man, would have to be fried pork chops.
Mm.
You ever had fried pork chops?
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Dude, pork chops are
Just like a
underrated.
big plate of fried pork chops. I don't eat nothing. Maybe fried pork chops and mashed potatoes. Like I could dip fried pork chops in the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Like I'm straight with that.
Yeah, for sure. Brown or white gravy?
White all day.
Really?
I like white.
Salmon brown gravy.
I like both.
I mean, yeah, I like both.
Just give me a bowl of white and a bowl of brown.
Yeah.
I'll dip it in both. Whatever.
Yeah, brown gravy's my shit, man.
Yes, that'd be a solid final meal, I believe. I can go in on that.
All right, man, I want a fried chicken, like the
Fried
whole thing,
chicken.
like everything, just a really good fried chicken, and like mashed potatoes and brown gravy and macaroni or something.
That
Like,
sounds
like a
so
home
good.
cooked, like just really good whole chicken.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, with some really crispy breading,
Yes.
really unhealthy.
Like some Popeyes or
Yeah.
something, just something terrible for you,
Just-
but
yeah.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds weird, but I think my third one would be like Thanksgiving food.
Yeah, see, I was
Just like a
thinking that.
Thanksgiving like buffet.
Yeah, I was thinking that at first, but I was like, man, fried chicken or turkey? Like, I prefer chicken over turkey. If you had everything else that went with Thanksgiving, but with a chicken instead of a turkey,
Like dressing, bro. I'd go in
yeah,
on some
all
dressing,
that.
some
Like,
casserole.
I do love turkey, but like, if I'm
See, I
going
like-
chicken
I
or
like
turkey,
ham more than turkey on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
yeah,
Which I like turkey, especially if it's cooked right,
Mhm.
like moist, like not like
yeah.
real dry.
Yeah, so the problem is most people make it too dry, and it's like
Yeah, if you get somebody that's
it'll
like good
taste
turkey,
good,
it's
but you
amazing.
can't hardly eat it because it's like, man, I can't even swallow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's your last one?
Do breakfast.
Oh yeah.
I want like a
six-
dozen eggs scrambled with cheese and like 2 pounds of bacon and like some
6 omelets.
Yeah, I just want like all the breakfast food. Yeah.
That'd be
Some
sick.
salsa to go with it. I mean,
That's not a bad last meal.
dude, breakfast food is my favorite type of meal. Like I could eat I love it for lunch. I love it for dinner. Obviously, I love it for breakfast. Like breakfast for dinner is one of my favorite things to make. Like,
Yeah, I love it.
it's so
Like eating
good.
cereal at the end of the day.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I eat
love
that. I do
cereal
it.
at midnight. It's
Yeah,
way
I
better.
do that a
It's
lot,
hitting.
too.
It's hitting at midnight.
I don't even eat cereal for breakfast.
Ever. No.
I only eat it
Anytime I
for
do it,
dinner.
it's at like midnight or 3 in the morning or some
Yep.
random time. I think, man, my last one, I'm not really sure. I think Mexican food, dude. I think I have to do Mexican. Just like a
Yeah.
smorgasbord of Mexican
Yeah, you
food,
can't go
like
wrong.
queso and enchiladas and fajitas and just like a Mexican buffet.
Yeah.
I
Can't
think
go
that'd
wrong
have
with
to be my
that.
last one. That'd be amazing. Well, we got Maddox in here raising his hand, and he wants to tell us his favorite food.
What is your favorite food?
What would
man?
your meal be, Maddox?
Well, I just need to stop talking about food.
Stop talking.
I'm hungry.
It's making you hungry?
Oh, it's making you hungry. But what's your favorite food? What's your favorite?
If you could
thing?
only have one thing to eat, no matter if I said right now, what do you want to eat? I'm gonna make you whatever you want. What is it?
favorite,
egg.
An egg?
just one egg.
What?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Egg.
Like a boiled egg. Yeah, you do like boiled eggs a lot.
They are that.
That's not really a meal, but I guess that's food.
It's
like classifies.
That's a good.
I'm surprised you didn't say grilled cheese.
Hey, grilled cheese though.
He loves grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese be hidden.
Oh, he eats grilled cheese so much.
Don't even lie. You know you like them.
He just had grilled cheese from Sonic earlier.
I'll eat a grilled cheese any day.
Yeah. His favorite thing to do is go to Sonic and get a grilled cheese with French fries and an ocean water with nerds.
Yes.
That's his little meal.
That's respectable.
All right, well, I guess that's it.
That wraps it up this week. We hope y'all enjoyed the podcast. Check us out on Instagram. We try to update that daily. Any news and stuff that comes out. We're on Facebook as well. We post all the time on there. Give us a like, subscribe on iTunes. We're everywhere. Podcast are.
Spotify, YouTube.
Reach out to us. Anybody listening and anybody that's made this far in the podcast, we appreciate it.
For sure.
But yeah,
tell everybody about us. Try to get us some more listens, some more followers, some more.
Yeah, we love
some more downloads.
We're trying to grow as much as we can. But,
for sure. Check us out on Instagram too. I'm gonna post up our little setup here and our new little backdrop if y'all want to see it.
Heck yeah, we're gonna start live streaming soon, especially that next big card coming up with who is it?
Adesanya.
Yeah, Stylebender and Whitaker. We're gonna try to live stream that card and give a little fight companion.
Yeah, hopefully live stream video.
Yeah,
that's what we're hoping for.
I'm excited for that, but. Till next week, guys. Untrained Experts.
Peace.